because I hope I do this right. It says I'm live. So we can go ahead and start.
I will when we get back here. How's that? Welcome to the October meeting, Darien Town Board. Meeting is at 7:30. Exit doors are to our back. And I'd like to start the meeting with a pledge of the allegiance to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alice, would you be so kind as to read the minutes, please?
Sure. Regular meeting of the Town of Darien, September 2nd, 2020. All board members present. At 7:32 p.m., the supervisor called the meeting to order and recited the pledge to the flag. Resolution 105, meeting minutes. Councilman Fix offered a resolution to accept the meeting minutes as read from the August 5th, 2020 meeting, signed by Councilman President. All ayes. Resolution 106, Charter NDA. Supervisor Perry offered a resolution to authorize the supervisor to sign a non-disclosure agreement with Charter Communications for information pertaining to franchise agreement renewals, signed by Councilman President. All ayes. Resolution 107, Bond Council. Supervisor Perry offered a resolution to authorize the supervisor to sign the bond council services and billing agreements for the Town of Darien with Hodgson Russ, John Alessi Partner, signed by Councilman Benton. All ayes. Resolution 108, Windows. Supervisor Perry offered a resolution to enter into an agreement with Warren's Commercial Cleaning Incorporated to clean 25 windows at the Town Hall, inside and out, at the earliest possible dates for a sum of $385, signed by Councilman President. All ayes. Resolution 109, Seniors. Supervisor Perry offered a resolution to authorize the senior group to resume meeting in the Town Hall in October, provided all the following are adhered to: social distancing, wearing of masks, health questionnaire for each person in attendance, temperatures taken, and flexibility on date and time for any meeting on weekdays due to the court schedule, signed by Councilman Fix. All ayes. Notifications. The town received another revenue sharing voluntary disbursement check from the County of Genesee for $197,182. The 2021 tentative budget will be ready the week of September 14, 2020 for distribution to the board members. The Darien-Alexander Town Line Water District will be funded through Alexander. We will do an intercommunity agreement. Alexander will take care of bonding, but we need the signed agreement for the map plan and report. Highway, everything is in good working order, about half done with the second mowing. Replace pipes on Walker, help other towns and the county. The state paid the invoice for the first cutting. Everything is put in for the CHIPS money. It is about $150,000, not positive if we'll get the whole amount, but it should be coming around the end of this month. Flags get taken down before the weather gets bad, but we'll put up the Christmas decorations after December 1st. Treatment plant numbers are good, doing decent, talking to Bruce quite a bit. He's working on the engineer report. So much is going on with it. Just trying to figure out the processes to meet the state requirements. Attorney waiting for the map plan report on the water district on Town Line Road to finish the district. Engineer working on the sewer project. Town clerk, town offices will be closed on Monday, September 7th for Labor Day. Resolution 110, cash report. Councilman Fix offered a resolution to accept the supervisor's cash report for July 2020, signed by Councilman Grant. All ayes. Resolution 111, abstract. Councilman Fix offered a resolution to pay General Fund 209 through 237 for $26,437.57, Highway 95 through 105 for $15,503.29, and Sewer District Number 1, 65 through 74 for $12,273.36, in accordance with the abstract, signed by Councilman Benton. All ayes. Resolution 112, cable voucher. Supervisor Ferry offered a resolution to take the Tompkins voucher number 204 from the August abstract for $53,310.03 off of hold and paid, signed by Councilman President. All ayes. Resolution 113, adjourn. At 8:02 p.m., Councilman Grant offered a resolution to adjourn, signed by Councilman President. All ayes.
Is there any corrections or additions to the minutes as read? We're looking for a motion.
I have a motion to accept the minutes as read.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and seconded on the floor. Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Mike,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Steve.
Yes. We'll get right into resolutions. First resolution to hold a public hearing to hear comments from the public on local law to override the tax levy limit established in the General Municipal Law 3-C on November 4th, 2020 at the Town Hall at 7:40 PM.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion on the motion. Clerk, call the roll.
Steve,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
I have another resolution, a resolution to hold a public hearing to hear comments from the public on the town's 2021 preliminary budget on November 4th, 2020 at the Town Hall at 8 PM.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion. Clerk, will you call the roll?
Steve,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
So B. I have a resolution. Now, this is a really sticky one. Halloween will be officially celebrated this year in the town of Darien on Saturday, October 31st, between the hours of 5 PM and 8 PM. Now, please follow all social distancing protocols and please wear masks and use hand sanitizers.
I'll second that.
We have a motion on the floor and seconded. Discussion.
Can't we make them use slingshots and,
Shoot an eye out.
okay. Scratch that idea.
Are they normally wearing masks anyways?
Well, I've got to tell you that if I'm looking at this right and we put that in, then we're trying to do our part to remind the public of doing the right thing.
Agreed.
And I hope it goes well for the kids.
I know, and it's always up to the parents and the kids and the adults. So, I mean, if they don't feel like doing that, we're not telling them to do it, we're just authorizing that that's the difference. Any other discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Steve,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Resolution to acquire a $900,000 bond to cover the maximum amount of real property tax receipts held by the town prior to the payment to the taxing agency.
I'll second that.
A motion and a second. This is done every year. Now, and the 900,000 isn't the total cost, it is what we hold while we're waiting for payments to go out. So it used to be many years ago that we had to have a bond for the full amount. They relaxed those rules and we are now able to do a $900,000 bond to cover the amounts per 2-week period? Is that what it is, or 4-week period? I don't remember off the top of my head how we do that.
I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I try to get it out like once a week.
So basically what we're doing is covering until the checks go and then we can cover the next round. So that's how they run this thing.
All right.
Okay? That was for our new board members on how we do the bonds here in town. I have a motion and a second. No other discussion?
No.
Clerk to call the roll?
Steve,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
Okay. Authorize the highway superintendent, he loves this one too, to install holiday decorations on power poles in the town in the same locations as last year after Thanksgiving. Decorations shall be removed and stored as soon as practical after New Year's Day.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. Clerk to call the roll.
Is someone going
Oh, good point. Before we get to calling the thing.
usually someone does it, but.
Goes through the lights.
Usually somebody does go through the lights first.
I'm in need of a volunteer to go down and plug each set in.
I'll do it.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Clerk to call the roll.
Steve,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Okay, some notifications. The attorney did get back to us and he said it was okay to sign that, a non-disclosure agreement with Charter, so I signed it and we will send it out. And hopefully we will find out then what the build out is so that we can figure out if we're gonna sign a franchise agreement.
Yeah, they just ran line down in Smithley Road, so.
Good, I mean,
Six more
Well-
households we can get cable.
again, we see in Sioux in town, we don't have everybody covered with broadband. So that's one of the reasons we're doing meetings here, because we can't get full coverage in the town,
So what are they doing, Steve? Are they covering the rest of the town? Not all the town, but they're,
Neil, they wouldn't give us anything until we sign a non-disclosure. Now that I've signed a non-disclosure, I'm a liability party, me personally, about anything getting out in the public. So I'm not sure how we handle this now, but at least we find out as a board what they're building out, and then we can make the decision about signing the franchise agreement.
I was just wondering how, the schools and everything, I'm assuming that they wanted to get out and put it everywhere. What I saw in Smithway and Walker, it looks like they're just closing loops.
Yeah.
I know, but,
But I know there's other spots that don't have it,
mhm.
but they're closing loops. But I was just wondering if they're gonna be like doing everything,
It would be nice, I know, I had a meeting and that was gonna be, but I can do it now. I had a meeting on Saturday, with Mitch Michaels of, Chris Jacobs' office.
Yep.
And one of the questions he asked was broadband coverage. And, I said that we would be getting back to him because we did not have full coverage in the town. And I explained what we were doing, we had to do, we were doing regular meetings. We're doing some of our planning and meetings and zoning meetings and things in person because we don't have full broadband in town, so. But,
And I get it because, people still don't have to take it
mhm,
if they don't want it.
right,
They're getting it off the phone lines or whatever they're gonna do.
but if it's not in front of their house, they don't have the option of taking it or not. So
Right.
guess what, if they want to come up and say something to the town board or at least see what's going on, they still have that opportunity.
Right.
So just to let the board know that has been done, and that will be sent. Election day is Tuesday, November 3rd. Polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. at this town hall. Electing government officials is your responsibility. Please exercise your right to vote. COVID protocols will be in effect. Budget workshop meetings to be held on October 14th and October 21st, and October 21st is optional. You may not need it. And for the board's review, October 30th, 2020 date by which the notice of public hearings be published in the town of Darien's official newspaper. The town board has until October 24th to finalize the preliminary budget. Those are our important dates to know, okay? That being said, department reports. Let's go CEO.
Oh. You should have used mine, because you took off hiring an assessor.
Oh,
It's all right.
Let's
You got
go
something to say, does he?
let's go highway.
I'll see him here.
Highway.
Yes, busy month, September. Everything's in good working order. Did a lot of maintenance on the trucks, put them through did everything that we had to, and we're putting through the inspection. We got 4 through. Everything's good on the 3 of the 5. The 4th one's in, there's the 5th one's gotta go in still. So, the mowing, we got 3/4 of the mowing done. So when we get done with the state, this time I gotta bill them again. That's usually the last thing we do is the state roads, which are probably more, so I'll send the bill and we'll pay from that. Ditching, did a ton of ditching, a new driveway pipes. Salt is all up in the barn, probably seen that. It's all filled up. We did that this month here, or last month. Shoulders on Smithley Road and Walker Road. We milled out 4 foot, about 4 inches of basin, and went up the Walker Road about a quarter mile or so. We had enough money to do that. About 1,200 ton of base that we put in. And in between that, we're helping work with other towns in the county and did different stuff like that. And that's what I got.
Two things I had for you. Snow and ice agreement from the state.
Just got it today.
So did I.
Well, they sent it to everybody?
No, I made a copy for him. I have a copy for you.
Okay. Well, fill it out, would you?
Yeah, well, you want me to fill it out?
No. It's just that they changed it. It just.
I know, I see
It's
that.
just another pain.
Um,
And the CHIPS money, that's another thing. It should be coming
it came
anytime.
through. That was my second thing. It came through,
And it is a 20% cut
Yeah.
across the board.
like 103 or 110,000, something like that.
With everything though, paid New York, Stream Winter, and CHIPS.
That all came through at once. It
Yes.
was the same check. And did I get you a copy or did I send an email to you
Of
of the payment, the check?
you did get a payment.
I did get a
Okay,
payment from.
you're gonna get multiple payments.
No, this one had paid New York and checks on the same check.
Right, you're gonna get Extreme Winter then.
Okay.
They told us, that the lady that I talked to, she's pretty cool, and she's like, they don't know how the money's coming through, it comes in different, but yes, please send that to me, so I got a record of mine, and make sure Alice gets a record for the auditors.
I'll make a copy of it. I thought I scanned it and sent it to your email, but I'm having some technical difficulties lately, so.
I have a lot of them too. But yes, so you did get a payment of some sort?
Yes,
Okay, they were supposed to come in the last week here, and she told me a couple weeks, but I had to redo my paperwork for her because of the 20% reduction. And the guys that put in, just so you know, towns that put it in, you got every quarter you can put it in for. And the guys that did it, towns that did it early, July, they got the 100%. Now they're asking for the 20% back.
oh, from the town.
Yeah, they're asking for it back, the money. And I think that nuts.
That's difficult.
Yes, that's a nightmare with the money, you know. So anyways, so we got something, there'll be another one coming then, but that's the two that said on that.
Okay.
There should be another one coming.
Okay, I'll get you a copy.
Okay, thank you.
Also, the last payment from the general fund went into highway, to satisfy last year's budget. So you should have all the money you were going to have in your highway fund at this point. Okay? Just to let you know.
Whatever that means.
It's just a bookkeeping thing.
Okay.
Okay?
That's good enough for me.
Um,
The big money's, it's all done. There's a little bit coming in, I'm just gonna fill in some stone and stuff for next year. But I'm definitely 115 grand underneath what the budget was for last year. For the highway, or the maintenance part, the road work. Snow and ice is probably gonna be $40,000 to $50,000 late. And when I get done with doing all the maintenance, you know, when I get this time of year with the trucks and stuff, getting ready for winter time, that's when you're getting into, you know, just the maintenance of the truck and stuff. But I got plenty of money there, but you never know what's gonna arise.
Do you want to be in on the budget meeting at some point, or don't you really care? You're going to trust us with it, or what?
Usually I do show up one time just to see what's going on with it.
October 14th is our first meeting. We're going to try and do it in one.
Okay,
Okay?
yep, I would like to be there. Is
Starting at 7:30.
that a Monday,
No, that's a Wednesday.
Wednesday?
That's what we from trying.
Next week, Wednesday.
If I can't make it, I'll let you know.
It's fine.
Yes,
We may need the 21st too, I don't know.
but no,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome. ZEO, I have nothing. Planning board, nothing, although they do have a schedule in there on how they're running their meetings, and it seems like it's working really well. They got set times for the public, for the respondents to come in with their information. The board is seeming like it's
It's going smoothly.
yes, I don't know how else to put it other than that in these conditions. So, but so far it's working good, and hopefully we can keep our projects working online, so, or in a timely fashion, I should say. Town attorney, nothing, reviewed the charter. Building inspectors, I think you guys all got a report from them on that. Right? Assessor, I have nothing from the assessor. ZBA, nothing from them, I didn't need it.
Yeah.
I don't-
Same process that the planning board is.
Okay. Town engineer, we had the town engineer, we had the sewer treatment plant engineer come in on Monday's work session and give us a briefing on where he's at on the engineering plan to satisfy the consent order by DEC. He went over quite a few things for us. He's trying to finalize that project, and he will ship us the final results before he sends it off to DEC in November 1st, when that's required. Tax collector,
How about a thing? We do town clerk.
we do town clerk first.
Town clerk's office will be closed on Saturday, October 31st, but I will be open on Sunday, November 1st, from 8:30 to 11:30 for the first come, first served DMPs. And town offices will be closed on October 12th.
Do you want to pick up for the tax collector or anything?
There's nothing to report.
Historian, no report. Treatment plant, Neil?
The numbers have been good, and we talked Monday night with Bruce, and you know what's going on with that, the engineer and DC, but overall, as of right now, you know, everything's, numbers have been good as far as what we're doing with the limits now and stuff, so. That's it.
One more question. Department of Transportation, that contract, if we get it in November's meeting, to okay it and sign it, would that be all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over it with
With
the engineer out of
okay,
DEC, go first.
okay.
I wanna make sure it's
If you need any of the backup information that you guys went over last time you did this, it's all
you got, I got everything too, I got a
You got it?
file,
Okay.
but
okay.
make sure I give everything to you guys too, so you know. I know Dave had all kinds of stuff there, you know.
Yeah.
He was on top of it and everything, but, yeah, definitely, he's a good guy to work with, and I'll go over it with him and double check everything and make sure it's all good to go.
Okay.
So hopefully by November, you know, so we can get it taken care of.
Perfect.
Do they refill these in and send it to us again? Or will we need to fill these in? Some of the blank spots?
We gotta fill in the spots. for
So
the-
we have to fill it in?
I think we do. Because there's a labor cost.
Yeah, and I might need that from you, what,
What we did the last time?
yeah, if we get the whole, not just the hourly rate, but it's with all
It's loaded right with all the benefits.
the benefits, yeah. I should get that, you know, what it is. It helps out, you know, so you can put it in there, because that's what we base it on, with everything. Because that will go up just a little bit, you know, as it goes on. And the
Okay.
salt was up a little bit, and you work on them on, the equipment part of it.
Equipment rises a little bit.
No, it should,
replacement cost.
exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Council reports. Mike,
Nothing to report this month.
Dave,
I have one question. Can you figure out a date when we're gonna accept debris of the,
no. We pulled a date, we could talk about it right now. Were we gonna do a fall and a spring, right?
For,
Branches and brush and stuff like that at the town, or up at the landfill? Or might we?
we talked about it, but we never really
Right,
said anything about it
the
yet.
other reason why I asked is I've had questions on it.
yeah,
I have, to me, you know, it's because nobody's gonna stand up there and stand around all day long, you know?
no,
Watch this. How you wanna work that, that's up to you. I mean, we can open it up and they can go up there and dump their stuff.
and at that point, if they start dumping their stuff, it's done. The actions of one will ruin it for all.
Absolutely, because
That's all there is to it.
that's the whole problem with doing that.
Again.
But
this
I'd
is-
rather have that than going around town and picking it all up.
Yeah,
Because we don't do that, you know? And I have no problem with it, it's just make sure it's done right and there ain't garbage dumped in it and everything else too, you know?
Correct. Depending on my schedule, I wouldn't mind sitting up there.
well, again, we can pick a date out, and I don't know when a good date is. Is it more towards the 1st of November for leaves and branches, or is it more this month for leaves and branches?
Yeah, I would say November. Sometimes we get, like the early snow at the end of October. Then we get the thaw.
It's this board's decision, whatever you kind of want.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
I mean, do you do a weekend or do you do a week?
I would think if we're gonna open it up, let's do it on a Saturday, a couple Saturdays or something if we're gonna do it. I don't know as if I wanna leave the facility open on a Sunday.
I agree with you.
I think if we're gonna open it up for a day, we open it up for Saturday, and if you wanna do 2 days, that way we've covered like a weekend, 2 separate weeks. That's up to this board though. Again, I'm just making suggestions.
Yeah, I'll put myself down for at least the 7th right now,
Of November,
of November, yeah.
do we wanna try and catch a day in October or no? The 30th would be Halloween. I don't think that's a good day to do it.
No. I think the 7th and 14th,
7th and 14th.
I'll take the 14th.
Okay. Can we put in a paper and on the town website? that Those are the 2 days for brush and leaf only?
Are you gonna give them all day? Are you gonna give them, 10 to 2 or something like that?
Let's go, I don't know, what's a good time? What is a convenient time to get up there to lock it and unlock it? And how can we do that?
Maybe do it like the dump day, do it from 8 to 3,
Okay,
and then you're done, and it ain't like it's all, there's plenty of time, I mean, it's 7 hours to
yeah,
get rid of stuff,
and it's still light at both those times, so,
yes.
Okay, I'm good with that.
okay?
Yeah,
Sound like a plan, Mike? Anything?
It works.
Anything else? We're still covered with insurance there, so we shouldn't have a problem there. And how about identifying the brush pile? Is it gonna be highly identified up there?
If somebody's gonna be there, it shouldn't be a problem, but, yeah, it is the furthest part back of the
That's fine.
property.
Yeah.
But you can't miss it when you get to it.
Okay.
You gotta go all up and around the back corner.
Okay.
And so forth. And speaking of the transfer station, I am set up to start getting, the tires out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the C and D, so I'm gonna close that all up, try to finalize all that stuff and have the whole thing. Once that stuff's gone, then there's paperwork that Alice gave me, talk to PEC official, right? And they're gonna wanna come out and look at it and, you know, check everything out for whatever reason, but we'll, be done with the whole thing,
Okay,
so.
So Neil, then we're on the same page, you're gonna come up there and open the gate for us then? Or,
Yep,
okay, and we'll just lock it on the way out,
yep,
okay.
I'll talk to you about that afterward.
maybe put one more notification in that we will do the same thing in the spring and dates to be announced. Okay. Anything else, Dave?
No, sir.
I have nothing to report. Cash report.
I'll make a motion to
Except the
accept the cash report for the month.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to accept the August cash report, supervisor cash report. Discussion? Clerk call roll.
Mike,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
I'll also make a motion to pay the bills.
oh, I gotta read it first.
Oh, sorry.
Good job.
Good,
Got ahead of it.
Would you like me to read that now?
Alice, would you read the abstract, please?
General fund claim 238 through 260 for $12,287.75. Highway claim 106 through 121 for $230,416.23. Sewer district number 1 claim 75 through 85 for $14,100.99. And water district number 5 claim number 2 for $2,272.50.
Now, I have one correction from last,
Do we want to do that on a separate resolution? Just to keep it clean.
fine,
Okay, now I'll make a resolution, a motion to accept pay the bills
I'll
from
second
the
that.
abstract.
motion and a second, pay the abstract as read. Discussion? Clerk call roll.
Mike,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes. One correction from last month, and it's highway voucher number 102 on the September abstract. That voucher was for $270.70, an increase of 70 cents, and that's a correction that was missed. Total to $15,503.99 for the highway fund last month. Okay, I make that motion,
I'll second that.
and that's to adjust the abstract. We have a motion and a second, discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Steve,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Okay. Comments from the public?
Trying to see if anybody's smiling.
Or wait. With that being said, there are no comments, and I'm looking for a motion.
Make a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I'll second that.
There's a motion and a second on the floor, discussion. Clerk call the roll.
Tim,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Steve.
Yes. Don't run. Accidents happen when you run. Yeah.